Hello, everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss the nature and role of accounting. To begin with, accounting is often described as the language of business. This is because it communicates financial information about an organization to various users. Through accounting, economic activities are translated into financial reports that are easier to understand and analyze. Now, when we talk about the nature of accounting, we are referring to its basic characteristics and how accounting functions in practice. Accounting is a systematic process that involves identifying, measuring, recording, and communicating financial information. It is not only about numbers, but also about interpretation and decision making. Another important point about the nature of accounting is that it is both an art and a science. It is considered a science because it follows systematic rules and principles, and it is also an art because it requires judgment, estimation, and interpretation in many situations. Accounting is also historical in nature, meaning it records past financial transactions. However, the information produced is used for future decision making. So even though accounting looks backward, its purpose is actually forward looking. In addition, accounting must be objective and reliable. This means the information presented in financial statements should be based on evidence and free from personal bias. This is very important to ensure trust from users of financial information. Now, let's move on to the role of accounting. The main role of accounting is to provide useful financial information for decision making. This information is used by many parties, both internal and external. Internal users include management. Managers use accounting information to plan, control, and evaluate business operations. Now, let's move on to the role of accounting. The main role of accounting is to provide useful financial information for decision making. This information is used by many parties, both internal and external, depending on their needs and interests. Internal users include management. Managers use accounting information to plan, control, and evaluate business operations. For example, they use financial reports to set budgets, monitor expenses, reduce unnecessary costs, and improve overall efficiency. Without accounting information, it would be difficult for management to make accurate business decisions. External users include investors, creditors, government, and the public. Investors use accounting information to decide whether a company is worth investing in based on its profitability and financial stability. Creditors use it to evaluate whether a company is able to repay its loans on time. Meanwhile, the government uses accounting information for taxation purposes and to ensure compliance with regulations. Another important role of accounting is accountability. Accounting helps businesses show how they manage resources that actually belong to shareholders or other stakeholders. This increases transparency and builds trust in the organization. For example, companies must report how they use investor funds and whether they are managed efficiently. Accounting also plays a role in performance measurement. Through financial statements, companies can measure their profit, losses, assets, liabilities, and overall financial health over a specific period. This allows companies to compare performance from one period to another, as well as compare with other companies in the same industry. Besides that, accounting strongly supports planning and control. For example, budgeting is based on historical accounting data, and actual performance is compared with planned performance to identify deviations. If there are differences, management can take corrective actions to improve future performance. In today's world, the role of accounting has expanded significantly due to technological development. Digital accounting systems and software make it easier and faster to process financial data, improve accuracy, and reduce human error. In addition, accounting information is now more real-time, accessible, and integrated, which supports faster decision-making in business environments. To conclude, the nature of accounting shows that it is a systematic, objective, and interpretative process that records and communicates financial activities. Meanwhile, the role of accounting is very important in providing information for decision making, accountability, performance evaluation, and business planning. So, accounting is not just about numbers, but it is a key tool in understanding, managing, and running a business effectively. Thank you for your attention.